want to get your question in?
No, sure. Yeah. So it's just to sort of build off what Amanda was saying. She did, like, Amanda did mention stuff about videos, but it was actually, I sent Amanda a private message asking her to ask that question just to get in there, but I need a little bit more clarification. What I'm looking for is actually, like, do you have product images? Because I'm imagining if you want to create a store on your website, we'll need those like product images to create little like little icons that
the ball.
Yeah, that the customer can kind of come in and click, and then sort of like Amazon, but just like on your store specifically, just to sort of give the client or the customer an idea of what, you know, what they're about to buy and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Do I have a product? No. I finally played phone tag with that company in Barrie. I think I mentioned to you guys that deals with recycled plastic, and they're supposed to be getting back to me, but I can send through. I mean, I just did it. I sent something through to a friend the other day. I can send through, like, here's a ball, here's a ball, here's a ball that you guys can collectively use. I'll make sure I use that.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a huge rush right now because I know we're just starting out, like, doing the wireframes and everything. It's just like, if we do go to push to do like actual full color comps, it would be something nice to include, just so you can sort of like see the full picture of what your site's going to actually look like, you know. So it's but like, it's no rush. Like, once you're able to get the product and get a photo, I just wanted to see, like, if you maybe had them and everything.
I wish I did. That's like, you know, I need a product to sell it, and it's not coming quick enough. But even the images I do send, I mean, the ball is a circle and all the things, but I can send you the 55, 65. And I think I only said 2 sizes before. I've actually realized I'm going to need a 75 for my top athletes because they're too big to use a 65 tall. So I can send those size, you know, the specs of here's my 55, 65, 75, absolutely, and a ball that I kind of like. Yeah,
like, because for now what we can just use is just something that's like a placeholder until, you know, your product actually comes in, and then you can actually get like photos done and everything. And then really, because I'm imagining probably it's going to be pushed to like full production, so then from there, you know, you can just slide in the proper images that you actually want to use and everything from the placeholder. So I was just curious though, but thank you, that clarified a lot for me.
It's exciting to hear, like, ooh, when I have a product. Like, that's exciting for me. Like, ooh, I might have a product.
You will. Keaton.
Yes, I had a question. So you talked about your videos and you wanted to have those incorporated somehow within the website. Did you want to have them sort of embedded in the website? Was that like a thought that crossed your mind?
I don't necessarily need the videos. I'll send you a really good one that a professional person did here for me, as opposed to me, myself and my business partner. And it's a snippet of a whole bunch of moves kind of merged into a very well produced, you know, I think it's 45-second clip of me using the ball. And if we want to incorporate it, doesn't have to. I'll leave that up to you guys, whether you think whatever version you come up with, if it needs video, by all means. If it's too much, leave it out. But I'll send you that file. It's mine, it's ours to use. The music on it is all art, like everything it's mine to use for promotion. So I'll send that to you, and if you guys want to, then go ahead. If not, leave it out.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
Tom put a question in here. Would you be open for us to create our own video for your site? I imagine so, but maybe a little more clarification, Tom, in regards to like using Corey's own clips and like kind of putting them together, or what are you thinking? Like a promo for your workouts? Corey, I don't think Corey would be opposed to that. I think it might be a lot of added work, Tom, but Corey?
Yeah, I don't, I'm not sure what, like, again, I think just a little bit more clarification on what you mean with that.
And sorry, I'm also eating my lunch, so.
Can
That's okay.
I haven't eaten yet today.
No. Right.
But I mean more like I was thinking of maybe a section for your workout videos, and maybe if not, maybe there could be like a video that could be a clickable link to like your YouTube channel, and maybe like a small like 20-second ad of like some of the things you like do, like some of the workout moves you do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, hope we've not that it's perfect, but I obviously I spend a lot of time doing YouTube videos, and we work really hard on that educational component on, you don't even have to think, just join me for a ball video. So if we can drive traffic that way, or and vice versa, again, that
Right.
I'm hoping that's a big selling point of the higher end cost of the ball, price of the ball. That's one piece of it, is that I give you all the tools. So the more we can drive to that, I think the better the product is.
Corey, you did mention that you want the website more accessible, like easy to go to, like
Mhm.
there's the exercise video and your bio and your business and your shop and whatever. You thinking like Shopify or just go direct sales?
Yeah, I'm toying with that. So good question. Absolutely, I've Shopify's on my list of things to look into, for sure. As I think I alluded to last time, my cousin works for them, and he lives here in town, so he's an easy person for me to go chat with. So potentially on those avenues, for sure. I don't think I can, at least not to start. Probably just being on my website, it's not ideal. But so possible sales, other sales platforms. It's not off the
That's-
table, if that's a better answer.
I would suggest, Corey, I think for a lot of startups, working with someone like, especially, while you're starting to build up sales, working through something like Shopify is fine. And then folks from a visual and kind of programming point of view, that all essentially can get seamlessly pulled together. So when it gets to that commerce section of the site or page of the site where you go to purchase the items, you're technically working through the Shopify site, but you can have it so it doesn't actually physically look like you've left your website and you've gone to Shopify. It'll all get worked in. There are many others out there that you could integrate into your site, WooCommerce, all of that. They all come with a fee,
Right.
but they're all great because they have everything integrated in. So your swipes, so any credit card payments, they're protected, your fees, all of that stuff
Right.
goes through there. So yeah, 1000%. I think when it comes down to you actually building the site and getting it done, you'll probably will venture through those avenues. And like you said, if your cousin, would you say your cousin or your friend
Yeah.
works for Shopify?
Cousin, yeah.
Cousin. So,
Yeah.
you've got,
Yeah.
boy, you're like a plethora of you're like a whole business between all of you, eh?
Our family, yeah, this is what we do.
Can venture there, but
Yeah.
to the students at this time, wouldn't worry about that sort of thing. We're just kind of working from the visual point of things,
Right.
if that makes sense
Mhm.
for you guys. Kim has a good question, and we do, I think, already have an answer for this. Kim's asking, have you seen anything in particular on other websites that you really like the look of? Ideas related to the overall layout, special pages that competitors have, design? Corey has sent me, I think, probably about 10 links, Corey, to various sites.
Lovely.
There's a few notes of, for some of them, of what she does really like about them. So I will post kind of a reference doc for you folks.
Mhm.
They were all really great, Corey. It's all super helpful for these guys to just get a look and
Okay.
feel, and for functionality as well.
So with regards to those websites, it's mostly a lot of people that I follow or go, wow, I really like them as a
Mhm.
business, and I tried to pull from, there's a fitness one, there's Lean In, which is women in business, so not necessarily just fitness, to try and get a good variety of websites. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Twist Conditioning, which is, my guru of the ball. His website's terrible right now. I don't know what's happening with that. But I did send Paul Check, who also taught me how to use the ball. So that website is in there. And then I just sent Kristen 2, possibly 3 of competitors. They already sell the ball, and this is what they are doing. I had mentioned Dynapro was one of the boxes that we'd looked at as a group. I think they're killing it. They have the educational component. Not a huge fan of their website, but the content on there and what they're doing is great. Quality of their ball, that's between us. But so you'll have all of that, absolutely.
Thanks, Corey. Any other questions, folks?
I have one. Well, since it's like consistent branding and everything, so you want us to like match up with your logo for your website to maintain the consistency?
Mhm.
Yes.
I think that's such a huge piece of it, and the companies of the websites that I do really like, you'll see. I mean, one of them is Rachel Hollis, and everything is always like pretty and very girly, but you see the consistency, and you always know it's her, whether it's Instagram and it's always the same font. And Jillian Michaels is very strong and bold, and she's got a lot of black and white colors. Again, very bold lettering. So again, that the lean in is like a green and white, very calming, businessy, professional look. So the consistency on all of them all speak to their brand and follows through on all their social media. So I think I want whoever's coming in, that's the ball girl, that's the ball girl, regardless of, again, don't take, when I send you the links for YouTube, etc., that's Core Maximus, right? Like we have to think that is not for my ball branding. This is a whole new project that hopefully that will float into, but don't look at that and think that's where we need to go, because it's the current business, not up and coming.
Awesome. Mac has another question. Go for it, Mac.
Okay, so I'm also just curious, I'm looking through some layouts right now just to sort of get an idea. And a lot of what I'm seeing is just like giant, like one page. So you land on the landing page and you scroll down, you see your products and you see like, reviews and everything, just stuff like that. So that led me to the question of, do you have a set number of pages you'd like? Would you like this to be like a multi-page layout with a navigation bar that takes you to separate pages instead of just like one long scrolling page with like anchor tags every section?
Great question. And that's something we just navigated with I use navigation. Me and my coffee today. So that's something we just revisited with our Core Maximus website. And my business partner is way more up and on all of that. And it seems as if everything is just a scroll through, like you just keep scrolling down and down, because I remember I went on Participaction and I was like, oh, there's no information, because I was trying to click on things and you just had to scroll. And it was just all down. So I believe that's the way websites are moving. At least every website that I sent you for the link is all a scroll through. There's really not enough anyways, not a significant amount of click through to different pages. So, but again, I'm really neither here nor there. I'm not set on either or. So if the flow of the website seems to be better to click through once you get working on it, awesome. If you think it's better to go down, awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
generally websites, like smaller websites where there's not pages amongst pages and pages of information that needs to be displayed. A lot of them will appear as a one-page scrolling site. It's not to say that you don't still have a navigation. As Mac had said, you're still able to anchor down. So it looks technically like you're anchoring to different, or you're going to different pages, but you're still technically on the one. I think either way is fine. There's lots of people that are quite adamant about, like, I would prefer to have a one-page site. From the sounds of it, I don't think we're going to have pages of text or pages of information that we need to, but I probably still say your commerce section would be out on its own page, but the rest of the information could potentially just go beyond that one page scrolling site. But like Corey
Yeah.
said, you folks are representatives as the experts, and it's up to